My husband said we needed a man cave, so I turned our basement into something he won't forget. When Derek and I bought our house, we agreed to split renovation decisions 50-50. I got the kitchen, he chose the landscaping. Equal partners, equal say. Then came the basement. That's going to be my man cave, he announced without discussion. Every guy needs a space away from... He gestured at my cookbooks and throw pillows. Away from what? I asked. Feminine energy. Somewhere I can watch sports without commentary, drink beer without coasters, be a guy. And where's my space? He laughed. The whole house is yours. That's how it worked. For 6 months, Derek transformed our basement. Leather recliners, massive TV, sports memorabilia, mini fridge. The final touch, a wooden sign reading, man cave. Enter at your own risk. The grand opening coincided with football season. Derek invited his friends over for a guys only weekend. I was uninvited from my own basement. It's nothing personal, he explained. The point is having a space without wives. That evening, listening to grown men shouting about touchdowns, something clicked. Everyone deserves their own space, including me. I requested the tiny storage room in our attic. Derek agreed immediately. Relieved, I'd come around. For 3 weeks, I transformed that attic room. Painted the walls purple. Added a desk, bookshelves, and a reading chair. Derek barely noticed. Absorbed in his basement kingdom. Perfect. Phase 2 began when Derek's firm sent him on a 2-week trip. I called a contractor friend. For 14 days, workers transformed our basement while I supervised. The project finished hours before his return. I waited. Derek headed straight for his sanctuary. I followed silently. He opened the basement door and froze. Half the space...
Wait, you're not riding with mom and dad this year?
Nope. I'm driving myself and paying for my own hotel.
What? That's so wasteful. It's a family vacation, not a business trip.
Yeah, well, last year, family vacation meant me sharing a room with your 3 children and waking up with gummy bears stuck to my hair.
They're kids. You make it sound like they're wild animals.
They put Legos in the minibar and used a Pop-Tart as a bookmark. I think wild is generous.
You act like I just dumped them on you.
You handed me the room key and said they're already fed, good luck. Then vanished for 3 days with a cocktail and a beach playlist.
Excuse me? You know how hard it is being a mom. You were just helping out.
Helping out means an hour, maybe 2. You outsourced your children to me like I was a summer intern with a juice pouch.
You're single. You don't get it. You don't have to think about anyone but yourself. Must be nice.
And somehow I'm the one who didn't sleep, didn't relax, and didn't get paid.
This is so typical of you. Run away when things aren't convenient. This is why you'll never have a real family. You're too selfish to show up.
I showed up last year, and the year before that, and every time you needed a free babysitter with 0 boundaries.
You're making this about money? Really? All I wanted was support. But I guess your independence is more important than your family.
What you wanted was free childcare with no questions asked. What you got was a sibling with self-respect and hotel points.
You're going to ruin Christmas. I hope you're happy when mom's crying and dad says it's the worst year ever.
I'll be very happy. In a clean, quiet hotel room with AC, a locked door, and no one calling me Auntie Poop Hands before sunrise.
My first grade teacher tried to erase my identity, but karma hit back hard. I was born with heterochromia, which means I have 2 different colored eyes, one blue and one green. My mom always told me it was my superpower, something that made me special in a world where everyone tries to blend in. I loved my different eyes until I met Mrs. Winters in 1st grade. From day 1, she seemed bothered by my appearance, always asking me to take off colored contacts that didn't exist. When I explained my condition, she rolled her eyes and said, "Well, it's distracting to the other students." She made me sit in the back corner of the classroom, claiming my eyes were making other kids uncomfortable. I started to feel ashamed of something I'd always loved about myself. Things got worse when school picture day came around. Mrs. Winters pulled me aside before photos and handed me a pair of dark brown sunglasses. "Wear these for the picture," she instructed. "It will look more normal." I was only 6, but I knew this felt wrong. Still, I put them on because teachers were supposed to know best, right? When my mom saw the proofs with me wearing sunglasses indoors, she was confused. I broke down crying and told her everything. The next morning, my mom marched into school with me, medical documentation about heterochromia in hand. She requested a meeting with the principal and Mrs. Winters immediately.